EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's coming up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. A good one coming up here in the NFC North. So great to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, love this division. Geographic proximity, legacy, physicality. It's all that you love about football, and all the teams in this division really have some positives going for their franchises.
I think this is one of the more intriguing divisions across the entire league, right? On one hand, Mike, you have Detroit, you have Green Bay. They have their long-term answer at quarterback, and when you have that box checked, you have a chance at the playoffs every single year. And then the other remaining teams, did Minnesota draft the quarterback of the future? Did Chicago draft their quarterback of the future? If they can answer yes to those questions, the NFC North becomes one of the top and most competitive divisions in all of NFL football.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
They're the man who moved inside the NFC North, the former Packer, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Again, it's Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts. And sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from. And when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They run on the jet sweep, and that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 4th down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichard, to try this Viking field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Truth be told, we might be talking about one of the most disrespected quarterbacks in the entire NFL. I mean, he's constantly talked about as if he's some fringe NFL starter, despite the fact, Mike, that he's been the focal point for a team that has completely turned things around since his arrival. Now, I don't know if we would classify him as this, like, elite super talent, but there's no denying this guy is a winner, and if he's under center, you got a great chance.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
When you throw on the Detroit Lions tape, Mike, I mean, of course, we all know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is, but the best thing about his game is there's really nothing he doesn't do at a high level. Make difficult catches, move the chains. But he's also that big play elite receiver that everybody's looking for. Top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns a season ago. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he gets this up close to the 40. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
It's a pretty good effort there on third and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the first down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And that ball incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll lead to a second down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He'll bring this up to the 22. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle. Third down and 9. To throw is Darnold. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, You can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On the give, it's Jones. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. That one caught by Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Raymond going to return it, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. The gain is 64.
How impressive was this, Mike? I mean, every week, yes, we see running backs used in the passing game. Check down, screens out of the backfield, typically underneath short throws that allow them to then run after the catch. But for him to not only generate separation downfield, but then track that ball, I mean, frankly, he looked like a wide receiver. I mean, that is impressive performance out of the backfield for a guy that on the roster is labeled as a running back.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
So there's a fine line, Mike, between giving your wide receivers every chance they can to get open downfield, but at the same time, you can't stress your protection. I think he does a nice job in this case understanding that balance. He escapes the pocket, turns into a runner, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll go play action with Darnold. A short one taken by Hawkinson. We are through 1. It's the Lions who have the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. He's to the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. He gets it to go, and the Vikings are on top. It's now 10-7. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. To return it, it's Dorsey. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Goff to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
St. Brown working free, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Throwing here is Goff. And he'll take it on in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll work forward for a couple. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They run it once more with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And after battling some injuries a year ago, Mike, Justin Jefferson, I know he's certainly looking forward to getting back to producing at the ridiculous level that we've come to expect out of him. I mean, even with last year's limitations, he still eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark, and barring something dramatic, you got to imagine he's going to do it again this year.
Now he takes off. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold to throw. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
To throw is Darnold. That one complete to Sherfield. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold again. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. The Lions called their 1st timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second and a yard. Now, Goff. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Vikings offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
To throw again is Darnold. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down, and that brings up 4th down. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. The Vikings got a solid first-half outing by their veteran quarterback, Sam Darnold. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Goff to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be third down and short. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Working the sideline, that's St. Brown. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Goff. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Williams. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going. And now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
The Lions will punt this ball away. Here's Powell to return. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. out of the shotgun. It's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Catch is made by Wright. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll get this close to the first down marker, taken down just shy at the 38. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. To try and run for the first down with Jones. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's caught left side by Hawkinson.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold again. Yeah. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wow. And this is 3rd down. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They'll run here. And he's going to take this all the way home. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Vikings will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll run. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. On play action. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. That's Jonathan Grenard busting in to record the sack.
Really nice job there by Grenard, and think back to last year, Mike. He's coming off a career high, 12.5 sacks in 2023. Now he decides to sign with the Vikings this offseason. He's hoping to take this defense to another level, and so far, it seems like this marriage is working out just fine.
On 2nd down, Goff. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
And he's going to have the Lions first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Now a pass deep for St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and that will lead to a second down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Throwing on second down, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Here's a 2nd and 6. That's quickly out to Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Goff to throw. That one taken in by St. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is, if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. the home team's offense, and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a big one, this 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. Darnold to throw again. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Running is Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. What will they do on this play? 3rd down, needing 8. They'll run with Jones. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the 1st down. Jones. And he'll get about 5. They'll put Addison in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And that one Shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So big spot coming for the kicker, Will Riker. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So a win here for the Vikings. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.